Whew. Hello everyone, this is Eagle Owl. Today I'm kind of excited about something that just came in that I'm going to review. It's a tactical slash utility knife. It's a really nice knife. I'm going to go over some of the characteristics of it. The company is called Oerla, so it's Oerla. I have never heard of this company before, but after getting the knife about 20 minutes ago and looking it over real good and playing with it, I realized that it's a very good knife, and considering the price you pay for it. I just got mine on eBay for $30. I guess the company is veteran owned. They're a rather small company. So it comes in this hard cardboard with a coating box and, basically the personal shaped foam. So anyway, I'm going to go over some of the really cool things that it has. Okay, first of all, it comes with a molded Kydex sheath. Now, a lot of knives, when it comes to the actual sheath, they will not invest any quality in it whatsoever, no money. It's just the cheapest, flimsiest piece of junk sheath that you can get. And even when the knife is pretty decent, the sheath is a lot of times trash. And a lot of tactical minded people will throw the sheath away first thing and they will go get an upgraded sheath. Not with this one. This one's amazing. Okay, I'm going to go over the sheath first, and then we're going to cut to the knife because I feel like the sheath itself is like impressive. Okay, so like I said, it's molded. When you drop it in there, it locks thoroughly, and it ain't going anywhere. So you don't have to worry about a snap, pressing it down, and you just grab it and go. But it's not going to accidentally come out. The part here that rests against your body or against your belt, the whole thing has a slight curve to it, which is cool because a human body's not flat. The human body has a slight curve to it. So that's the cool part. One of the cool parts. You can either run it the traditional way, which is up and down, but like some people, when you're running it up and down, it kind of feels like it's in your way, and when you bend to one side, it's kind of poking on you, and sometimes it can kind of feel like it's in the way. But if that's the way you like to carry it, by all means, go ahead. But the other part is you remove some screws and you can turn it a quarter of a turn. And I got it designed up. Pretend like this is my back side, like right here. When it's going all the way across your belt at the same height of your belt, it's not in the way. You can do everything you want to do, and you pretty much don't even notice it's there. And plus, it's easier to conceal with a shirt. So I designed mine to go that way. And all it is removing some screws. Now, the last feature about the sheath, which is like really cool, you take this sheath and pop this up, press these in, this whole thing opens up. Right here, if the camera can see, there's a spacer bar. It comes with two of them. And what you do is, belts can come in different thicknesses. So depending on the thickness of the belt that you have, you put the spacer in just the right height to eliminate any play. You don't want a belt that's a half-inch smaller than the sheath and it's flopping around, so you get it as snug as possible. That's a really cool option. And then once you get that set up, you close it into place, lock it down. Some people are lefty, like me, and a lot of things that are designed for lefty are not made to readjust ambidextrous to accommodate lefties easily. This one is. The sheath molding is exactly the same on both sides, and this can go on either side. So I've already set it up for me as a lefty. So what I would do is I would come here, and I would put it right across the middle of the belt on my back. And since it's right where my belt is, it's not going to get in the way for anything. Take your shirt and tuck it down, and you're good to go. And then when you need it, you just bring your dominant hand behind your back and just grab and remove it. Now we're going to get into the actual knife, because I felt that the sheath itself was amazing. I would gladly probably pay $15 for a sheath like this. The knife, It's not no cheapy Chinese, you know, piece of junk. It's the blade thickness is very thick. It's beefy. It's probably a good 1/4 inch at the thickest point. The whole blade is beefy until it starts to taper down to the edge. They make different models, but I got the one with what's called the Tonto edge, which means there's a regular blade edge, and then towards the end it kind of goes at a 45 and then comes to a point. I'm a big fan of the Tonto edges. And then what they've done is they've done a black coating on the beefy part of it. And the way it came from the factory, I would already consider it a thoroughly sharp knife. But what I do with all knives that I have, I take a knife sharpener that has a ceramic and a carbide section on it. Carbide is for a more aggressive sharpening, and the ceramic is for fine tuning. And I take the ceramic one and I just very lightly, even if your knife is already sharp, you take that and you just very lightly run it across there about 5 or 6 times in a row. And it literally feels like a razor blade. It's amazing how sharp it is. But you wouldn't have to do that from the factory. It's already sharp, but I want my knife sharp on another level. The handle is molded to match. Okay, first of all, it's a full tang. The blade goes all the way down. It runs the entire length of the knife. So you're not breaking anything. It's not like these cheap knives where the blade goes down so far and then it's just pressed into there. It runs the entire length. It's put on with 2 Allen head screws. At this end, you got just the metal part, so that you can use that as like a hammering tool, like if you need to bust a window or kind of smash something. So this end serves its own purpose too. I feel like this is more like a military style / tactical knife. It's got a large hole pre-made in the bottom for you to wrap a cord around it. You know, some people like a little cord to put their hand through to get a better grip on it. Or I don't know, you could even hang it, you know, from your neck or whatever. But whatever you need for it, it's always a benefit to have that hole at the bottom. Now here, it kind of grooves in, and it has this to secure your hand very good so that you're not going to slip and get your hand on the blade. Now the other thing that you'll notice is here is another groove. And that is if you got to do something up close, like with a lot of force, like let's say carving on some wood or something, if you got to get really up close and really work and whittle on something, you don't want your hand down here doing it. So this allows you to get a finger even higher to get more control over the blade. And then you put your thumb on the top here and you could just really like secure it and do what you need to do. That's always an added benefit. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can say about the knife, but basically it overall feels like good quality. The handle material is good quality, good firm grip. The whole knife is heavy, it's solid, it's beefy. I would highly recommend this to anyone that wants a good quality tactical knife. I call it a tactical / utility knife because you could use it every day for things that you need to do. For someone who's out camping or a woodsman, this would be great. If you look into their line of knives, and they're not paying me anything to sponsor them, I just like it. They have lots of different types of knives. You know, different types of edges, you know, drop point. They got even more like a chef's knife. They offer folding knives like lock blades, and then this is a fixed blade knife. But that's basically all I can say about it. This is Eagle Owl. Thanks for watching.